I thought while I'm here, let me give a little uh, message to anyone who might come across the videos. Um, I'm trying to make some of these things be timeless. Um, and if they're not timeless, I will let you know in the box or in the video. If they're for specific dates, which is usually the law of attraction ones, I'm going to make specific dates. Everything else, I kind of want to leave it open to whenever anyone is guided to it, that's when they're meant to hear it. And as I've mentioned in other things before, about stroking egos, telling you what you want to hear, doing the kind of readings where I think I'm going to gain popularity because I'm channeling dead people, or, you know, I said I ain't getting into all of that. But again, there's a lot of bullshit out there and a lot of bullshit artists, just as a lot of people just trying to make money. So they're willing to do, you know, sideshow tricks and all the sorts, but that's not why I am here. I'm going to tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. Whether or not that gives me popularity or not, that is what I'm called to do. I'm here to help guide people to seeing the bigger picture, to understand childhood wounding and how that plays out in our adult lives, with our relationship to ourselves and others. I'm here to help people come to terms with certain difficult things because it's for their betterment. And it's to not keep them coming back week after week, month after month, wanting to know if the toxic karmic is coming back. This is not what your journey is about. And again, people get all about the woo-woo because that's what's popular. That's what draws people in week after week, but it also is what keeps people stuck. And I'm not about keeping people stuck. So I'm trying to get away from the labels, because at the end of the day, it's how someone treats you and what is for your betterment, regardless of what any title, any card, paper card says. You know what I'm saying? So if you're looking to be pacified and to be told what you want to hear and to have the kinds of readings, again, that are not going to get you anywhere as far as growth. If it's just, again, tabloid tarot or whatever it is, you know, just entertainment. But if you're looking to improve on yourself, if you're looking to do shadow work and to find out what's going on with you, that way you won't have to keep going week after week to find out information about toxic relationships, because you won't have any more toxic relationships because you'll be healed, which is far more important, I think. But again, everybody is on different levels and different states of awareness. And some people aren't ready to hear all that yet. And that's understandable. Like I said, I'm not here for popularity. I'm here to help people, again, see the bigger picture of why things happen, why things repeat in one's life, why do the same types keep showing up, or again, to get people out of their own stinking thinking, to help people get out of their own way and to discover their own light. I'm not here to be blaring mine. I'm here to help you find yours. And hopefully I'll discover my own too, because again, it has to come from within. It's not going to come through any outside source. First and foremost, this is again about discovering who you are and why you're here and how you can get the hell out of here so you don't ever have to come back if you don't want to. Because again, you'll have become wise like the Buddha. And that's the path I'm on. And if that's the path that you're on, then you shall find some things here that will help you with that. If again, if all you caring about is if the ex is coming back, and again, if all you're focused on is woo-woo stuff and not you, then you're going to keep repeating lessons that one would rather avoid. And with any of my readings too, again, I could be describing you or the person you're dealing with. When I was doing readings before for the different signs, I would say that in the beginning of every reading, because again, I don't know who's listening. And a lot of cross watching was going on, and people getting mad. Oh, it's them. It's not, again, because people aren't paying attention to what I'm saying. So that's why I'm trying to kind of get away from what is mostly on YouTube in regards to tarot readings, because really the tarot is meant to aid you in your journey of self-discovery and to help guide you for better results. But it's often abused and used for, again, tabloid tarot, again, sideshow things. It's, again, more entertainment or, you know, but it gets, don't you think spirit guides get tired of answering those kind of questions? Like, you have the tools of the universe here to help you change your life for the better, to help you see lessons and things you need to learn. But if you're focused on woo-woo or surface level stuff, or again, gossipy kind of things, what does that do? Unless you're just looking to be entertained. But really, it's abused a lot, and it's not used the way it should be used, which is, again, to help you grow and evolve. Again, it's not about the ex. It's not about the one who's off with somebody else. It's about you. And again, and why we entertain the bullshit we entertain, or keep again repeating things. Again, it's recognizing patterns, recognizing childhood wounding, recognizing what did love look like to me as a child? And how has that shaped my view of myself? And how has that affected my relationship with others, or the types of people I attract or entertain or settle for, or whatever is your thing, or maybe you don't pursue certain dreams, or you have body image issues, or whatever is your shadow aspect, and usually it's a multiple things. But that again is why I'm here. So if you're not looking to do self-reflective work, if you're not looking to hear truths or get guidance to help you get unstuck or to keep you moving, then this isn't the place for you. And like I said, I don't have time to entertain, because again, I'm not exempt from hearing harsh truths, and neither is anybody else. And I said, don't shoot the messenger, because I'm just relaying what Spirit is saying. And on that note too, let me say this in regards to general readings, because if you have to explain, I mean, you would think it's, common sense, or people should know this already, but, sometimes they don't, depending on your age and again, your level of awareness. General readings are not personal readings. Therefore, they may touch on an energy that a lot of people are going through. But again, roles may be reversed, or, there are details in it that are, different than yours. They have some similar things. So you'll think, oh, this is my reading. This is about me, But again, the way things wrap up, and depending on the reader, sometimes the reader puts a lot of their own personal perspectives and belief systems in regards to what they're selling, with the whole twin flames and all that stuff. Again, a lot of people are selling twin flames, and they're really karmics, because they don't understand the difference themselves. So again, it's be aware. That's why I says I'm trying to focus more on the individual, and away from all that, because too many people get stuck on labels, and are clinging to people for far too long, and are just miserable. But where was I going with this? I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, about the general readings. The best thing to do is to follow your intuition. And a lot of times we're questioning our intuition. So that's when we go and get a personal reading. So then it's catered to you. This is, and I'm not saying that you have to get it through me, but again, be careful who you get it from, because some people like to have repeat customers. A lot of people are not understanding things of the big, depends on the level of awareness of the reader, depends on their motives, depends on a lot of things. So again, even be wise in regards to who you choose to give you guidance. Um, that being said, it's always best to get a personal reading, because then it's for your specific situation. It's not going to be covering a general energy for a lot of people. Again, but some people the roles may be reversed, like the other one, the thing that I did, what you're talking about, Willis. Some people are in the wrong place. Some people went to a certain place or situation or chose a certain thing, and it's been difficult, and it's because they're in the wrong situation, and they're needing to see that, and go back to something else or revisit something else. They're on the wrong path. Some people are in the right place, though they've been through a lot of hardships, and they're thinking about, packing it in and leaving, because again, they haven't seen what's the reason for their being there yet. And they're at the point where they're wanting to just go back to whatever's from. So again, the advice for those two people will be two different things, but I can be picking up on both scenarios in the reading. And this is where, again, it's always best to get a personal reading, because you might be feeling you're in the wrong place, but you're in the right place. You just need to give it more time. Other people, they're in the wrong place and they made a wrong choice and they do need to leave, or they do need to come up with another plan. But you're not going to get, you know, you're not going to get the one answer that fits for everybody. So understand that when you go to any general reading, though there are elements that sound like you, it may not completely be your situation, which is again why a lot of people think that, it keeps saying the person's coming and the person's whatever. Maybe it sounded like your story, but it's not really a story. And you're going by free YouTube stuff because it's free, and you're just, spending years watching readings thinking, well, they keep saying he's coming back, but maybe that's not you. And that's why intuition, logic, wisdom has to come into play too. It's a tool, but it's not going to tell you everything. And for sure, on free YouTube general readings, it's not going to always be specific. Every single detail is your thing, though it may sound like it, or maybe because we want it to be. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be careful, because a lot of people, different people are listening. That's why I did the other video too about narcissistic things. Some tarot readers are telling people that the twin flame is when they're really dealing with a narcissist, and they're saying, oh, it's just because of karma, and you got these people waiting on these narcissists to come back, or waiting, thinking it's the twin flame. It says, be careful with the advice. This is, nobody should be ever telling anybody that a narcissist can change. This is bad advice. These are people who obviously have no psychology background. They have again, there's a difference between someone who's just an asshole and has narcissistic traits to somebody who has a full-blown disorder. Completely different situations. And you don't know, as a general reader reading on YouTube, who's listening and whose situation is what. And that's why I said it's bad business to be giving certain advice. That's why I try to steer clear of that whole, because it can become addictive, toxic, and leave people again lingering and waiting in situations that are not for them, based again on labels. So, is there anything else that I wanted to get at? There are things that I want to do as far as I'm trying to have series, you know. The motivational message, inspiration is just again for any time or pick me up. So what you're talking about, Willis, again is for when we're having doubts, and it's just again some little motivation or whatever. And then I have the law of attraction ones. Then I have the healing and resolution one. Again, in all of these, whether they're the elements, you know, the signs, people think, oh, because it's not my sign, it may not fit. But if you've noticed and if you've listened to all of them, they all touch on the same stuff. So the whatever other ones I have up there, they probably have information in there for you too. Don't just look for the signs or the elements and thinking that's going to be more for me. Because again, it might contain things that are for you, but not 100%. That's why it's always personal readings are best. But I have other things that I want to do. I have other spreads or other series, but they require my cards that I'm creating to be used in it. And as you know, we also touch on cognitive behavioral therapy here. This is again to bring us aware of our own patterns or thought processes that are somehow, some way holding us back. I'm going to have another section where we help people to work on their psychic abilities. I have some exercises and some things. So there's going to be different stuff, but it's all part of the same thing, which is soul's evolution and healing. It's ascension work, shadow work, things to get you on the path, hopefully better than what we've been on. So that is going to be like, you know, that's the gist of what the channel is about. I also have playlists where, you know, there's a lot of things going on in the world. And again, and depending on your open-mindedness or your level of awareness or knowledge about certain things, you know, but let's just say there's a lot of stuff going on that if you're not, you know, if you label things conspiracy theory, there's a lot of conspiracy theory that is conspiracy truth. And of course, I always try to verify whatever I find out through the guides. Is this true? Is this not true? You know, so that I can know what I'm talking about. A lot of people talk and don't know what they're saying, or they believe certain things that aren't true. So I try to be, as a person who guides people, I try to not speak on things that I don't know or have not researched. And by research, again, everything is iffy with that too, because what is available as tools to research can also be infiltrated with misinformation. There's a lot of stuff going on with the virus. There's a lot of stuff going on with agendas. And there are a lot of good people out there that do those kind of videos. So there's a playlist that I'm creating with called information and knowledge and stuff like that, where you'll find that kind of stuff. And I recommend that you check out some of those channels and check out what I have in that playlist to kind of open your mind to what's going on, because a lot of people, again, are getting just their information from mainstream media, which is owned by certain political parties and certain corporations. So it's agenda driven, depending on who's the owner. And a lot of people believe the news and trust the news and trust the government. And again, but it depends on your level of awareness and as far as all of that goes. And I will touch on some of that, and I might do readings asking questions about certain things. I've already done that in my own private time here, asking about the virus and all that, so I knew about a lot of stuff before. But there's something that's afoot that is not good for humanity. And I tell you right now, my guides were adamant about me not getting any vaccine. because that vaccine is not what it's being pushed for. Um, it's a whole other agenda, and it's not good. And I will have videos, like I said, in a playlist of, and again, and some people understand this too. With everything, you got to weed it out, because everybody will put their spin on how they understand things, and so weed out personal opinion from stuff that is being shown as provable. Um, so again, don't take every single word or every single thing that might be in a video as, again, because sometimes they're off and sometimes they're on point. Um, so you have to weed it out. You have to feel it out. Um, but again, all is not as it appears, and I would advise people to be very wise in regards to the goings on. So check out that playlist. Um, and what else? Is there anything else? I think that's it. I've covered kind of what the channel is about. I kind of covered what's the deal with general readings and all of that. Um, I've covered kind of what I'm going to have on the channel. So again, some things are going to have to wait until the cards are done. That's more where I'm going to do the deeper shadow work kind of stuff. That's when we're going to get more into that. And also the intuition thing. So this is going to be kind of like a little school here. And I'm actually considering doing something for children as well, doing another channel where it's for kids, because it's easier to raise healed children than to fix broken adults. So, and I'm working with the adults on their inner child. And I said, and I might do something with actual children. So that's something I'm considering as well. Um, so I would let anybody know, obviously, on here too, what that channel would be. But that's kind of it. I just wanted to give a brief kind of rundown of what's going on, and what it is and all that. So I'll probably make a playlist too for these types of things. Messages to viewers, so they're easy to find in case there's any questions from anybody about anything. And I hope did you like those at the end? Hopefully people watch to the end. I don't know if people watch the whole videos, but what you're talking about, Willis, I used the little old maid cards, and they were funny. So if you haven't seen that video, check it out. Let's see, is there any message Willis got from here? Let's see if Willis is going to give us the old maid. What do we got for old maid? These are so funny. We get any messages from old maid? Willis, the people here. Let's see. Amigo, hippie, friend, peace. Maybe Willis is saying, be at peace, my friend. Be at peace. What else we got? Anything else? Any other message? Don't be old maid. Don't give up on your dreams. You're never too old. Right? With age comes wisdom. So be at peace, my friends. With age comes wisdom. Anything else? Purpose. Discovering our purpose. Be willing to, I just did a Rumi oracle about letting go of control and just looking at it as an adventure. A big adventure. Have patience. Again, the ongoing theme. Learning patience and grace. Expectancy. This is about accepting the fact that sometimes the unexpected happens. We can't always expect things the way we want, how we want, when we want, you know. And then we have birth here, but we can expect that every day is a new day to birth something new, new ideas, new ways of being, new mindsets, new you, giving birth to the new you, right? We can expect to, you know what I'm saying? Anything else? And forgiveness. It is wanting us to forgive ourselves, forgive other people, so that we can be at peace. And on that note, take care. Until next time, bye bye.